Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Facebook Live. Ask me anything about e-commerce. So we'll be talking about how you can utilize the PhotoBiz platform, utilizing the studio management features such as e-commerce, which connect to a plethora of tools, not just an online store, but your client galleries, your digital forms and contracts where you can take payments through, and things such as your invoices and quotes, your scheduler, and much more. So those are be the primary things that we're focusing on today, how you can utilize them, how you can display them in your site, and how you can actually add to them. So these are some great features that help you run much more than just a website. You can have a beautiful website and a portfolio, but going beyond that, selling online directly, things like that, this is what you can do with the PhotoBiz platform. So we'll be focusing on that today, how you can set up this stuff. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave it in the comment section. We'll take a look at it as we go. And yeah, we'll get started in just a moment. All right, so we're going to get started. Since this is going to be covering a lot of things, might as well just go. So let me open up the browser. There we go. And when you log in, you'll be able to see, your dashboard. But the main focus we're going to tie everything to is the e-commerce. So in the left-hand menu, you'll see here directly is where the e-commerce tab is. Click on that, and you'll load in. You'll see a dashboard right away of all the purchases and things that have happened on your website if you have any. And then you have a plethora of items up here, such as tracking, which is the dashboard, reports, orders that have taken place, stock numbers if you use inventory management, and how you're tagging products within the system. Tags are great because, when you utilize this, someone purchases something from here in the marketplace, it all ties back to a contact. So anyone that's made any contacts with you or anything like that, all that information is stored here with any tag. So if you sold any items or anything like that with a tag, like you see here is an email one. So maybe someone filled out our form for parents. There you can see it's tied to that user forever. So it's really nice to have, and you can always remove it if you need to or add more to a user when needed. But that's how you can utilize the tagging system on that side. Then selling online, you have the ability to sell prints, digital images, packages, products, services. You can set up gift cards and price lists. So this will tie into your client galleries. So if you do multiple types of photography or different tiered photography, different packages that you want to have different price marks at, you can set it up directly through here, and then you can connect it to that gallery and select that price list that is tied to that gallery then. And then payments. So you can set up coupons, types of campaigns. If they're running like a special for X amount of days, you can have something there. You can then add your merchants as well. So if you tie into Stripe, PayPal, Square, or one of the other ones that we have available, you'll be able to connect them directly from here. And shipping options and taxes. So you can set up all those items directly through the payment system here through the e-commerce area. And in settings, if you have anything you want to update general checkout information, different currencies, if you want to get a different notification, global low stock market, if you want the system to alert when it gets to a certain amount, you can let yourself know, and how you want items displayed when they're set to free. So if you have something that's set to free, do you want to display at $0, label as free, or hide the price until it's greater than $0? So those are the main things that you can do when you're tying into e-commerce. So let's go ahead and start setting up some items. Before we can have them display on our website or any of these other things, we need to make sure that we have a merchant. So let's go right ahead and add a merchant. If you don't have one already, it's easy to select one. So I'm just going to start with PayPal again. I'm going to delete it and click on New Merchant. You can select from the types of merchants that we have available, such as an offline payment. So if someone pays you in person, like a check or cash, you could have something like that. PayPal, you can set up PayPal, Authorize.net, PayJunction, PayFlow, iTransact, Stripe, and Square. So these are the ones that you can select from right away. I'm just going to select PayPal because it's very easy to set up. All you need to do is know your email. So whatever email you have it tied to your account, there you go. And then pay with PayPal. Select it, and now it's been added. So you'll see it's part of our merchant list, and that's available. So if you have multiple merchants, you can offer different ones, however you want to be able to pay for. You can add that directly here. So maybe we'll add an offline option as well. Cash check. You'll have to pay in person. There you go. And you can say how you want it active, forms or anything like that. You can see this merchant's not available for invoicing, and this isn't available for forms as well. So you can see which ones are available and which ones are not. Offline payments are not. Okay, so we're just going to have cash or check that way. And now we're ready to start selling. But first we got to set up all our products. And it's really easy. So you go to sell online, whatever you want to set up, whatever you're selling. So if you have different sizes of prints or anything like that, you can set it up here. I'm just going to start from scratch. Just add a new one. I'm going to just create a 4x5. I'm just going to make it $5. You can charge tax, additional shipping costs, and if the product is active. And then you can do this for every single one that you have. I'm going to just make this a 5x7. Make it $7. Active. And until you have the desired amount of prints that you're going to offer your customers, you can keep doing that here. And so forth. However many you want to add. I'm just going to add these here for now. Next, you can set up digital images. Now, if you're selling digital images, there's multiple ways you can do that as well, but first, you can just set them up here. So digital images, you can set up different resolutions. So if this is a web size, we say web resolution image. Whatever the price is for that, we'll just make it $5 or something like that for a web size one. Now you can choose high resolution or original resolution if you choose to upgrade to original files. This is great if you're trying to sell off and you want the user to be able to do whatever they want with it. But if you want more control over it and you want to be able to do your own printing, I always recommend keeping it on this. They will be able to print with these options, but they will be at lower resolutions. Obviously, I think I think high resolution is up to 11:16, but if they want something larger, original resolution is what I would offer. So we're just going to make that. I'm going to add another one. We're just going to call this one high resolution. Okay, there we go. And we'll make that one $12. Select high resolution. Now it's active. Okay, next we'll go to our packages. You'll see that you have the ability to create packages with categories. So if we're just going to create different packages, let's just start from scratch. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to create a new one. We're just going to call this one, we'll call this one senior packages. So if you do different types of photography, it'll make more sense later. Senior package. So new senior packages, and then you can choose the type of package that you want to choose from. Now there's 3 main distinct ones, but then the digitals kind of are 2 different types. So the main one is fixed, which is what we know as more of like a traditional package. So, you know, if you've seen it when you're selling, you know, photos to, you know, customers, like say at school, you know, they're going to get 1 8x10, 4 5x7s, and then maybe 12 wallet sizes. That way they know exactly that is a fixed traditional package. That is a fixed package for how many poses that you offer as well, and a cost. So all that is very fixed in there. A flexible package is saying they can pick whatever they want under whatever circumstances that you give them. So, you know, 1 to X amount of poses that you offer, but the price is fixed. So they can get 10 8x10s if you want to, if that's what you're allowing, or they can mix and match till they get to that said cost that you fixed there. So for $300, you can do whatever you want with X amount of poses. You could have it set up that way. It's no defined, well, I can only get 5 5x7s and then only one headshot or one 8x10, well, you can get as many 8x10s as you want under this, vice versa. So, but it all sits to a fixed price. So maybe the fixed price is, for a package for fixed, might be set to like $50, but the flexible one, since they could choose whatever they want, might be a higher cost, like $200. So something you can consider. Digital fixed is the quantity of packages allowed that customer to purchase a fixed number of digital images that they can download after a payment is received. So say you're allowing them to get 10 digital images, this is what that is for. So you can create a digital package directly that way. And then a digital full event means they can download an entire gallery and the total cost of what that would be. So we're going to set up all 4 of these so you can see what it's like. So fixed first. So we're just going to call it fixed. Fixed package. Price, we're going to make it, again, we're going to make it just at $65 that I talked about. It's going to have whatever your words here, 1 8x10. And 4 5x7, and then 12 wallets. So you can have it set up that way. And how many poses you want to offer them? I'm going to offer them 3 poses that they can select from. And if it's active and total cost, and I'm going to tag this product as fixed package senior. There we go. Activate. Next. Now you can add what print sizes you want available for this package. So we'll add, again, we had 1 8x10. We had 5x7s. We had 5, I believe. And then we had 12, wallets. 12 of those. There we go. So now it's ready. Now you can have whatever your print sizes. If you need to add or change it, you can do that here. You could then add an image that represents this package. So if you have something that looks like that, you've seen it before where it's like you see the images sprawled out. You can have something like that. I'm just going to select an image so we can have something that represents it. And then if there's any add-ons, if you want to add any additional poses or anything like that, you can do that directly here. So maybe if they want to add another 8x10, maximum quantity will allow up to 5. But maybe the additional price per unit is, we had it set for what? How much? Let's see. I'll go back to it real quick. 8x10. We can say each, I think we said it was $12 originally or $10. So what we'll do here is for each additional one, we'll give them a price break and make it just $8. So we'll just make the maximum amount of 5, and then if they want more, then we'll make a max amount of 5x7s if we want to. And we'll make that an additional $4. And then wallets, we'll give them the ability to print up to 20 more wallets if they need to at the cost of $2 an image. So now we have that as an add-on. SEO or anything like that, you can add this directly here, data information, and then any other tags that you want to add to it. Call it fixed. There we go. So we have that one set up. That one's good. Let's create another one. We're going to do the flexible one now. Again, the flexibility is going to give you where they can choose whatever they want within this, any size that you make available. So they can get 10 8x10s if you want to, if you'll let it. We'll make this one $200. Choose what you like. We're only going to allow them 4 poses for this. Quantities, how many are you going to allow? How many images will you allow? So we'll allow for 4 poses up to, we'll say 15 images or something like that. We'll just make it that. So we'll just call this flexible package. There we go. Save. What sizes you want available at this package level? 8x10s, we'll do that. 5x7s, we'll do that. I'll add 11x16 there. We'll add wallets, and I think that's good. So we'll go back over to here. We'll change the wallets. We'll keep the wallets where they're at. We'll move the 11x16 up. We'll select an image that represents this package. We'll just make it this one. And then we'll go back to our details. And we have our poses selected and anything else that we want to. We're going to allow them up to 15 images for total $200 at whatever they want to. So we've made that available. You can add the quantities for each of these if you want to. So that's all there. So we're good. We're no caps on that. So we've already got that selected. Next is digital fixed. So how many images we want to represent here. Digital fixed. Call this one web size. So we'll give them 10 digital images at web size for $100. How about that? Okay, there we go. So, and then 10 images at web size. Create the package. Package is ready. You can have an image that represents this package. I'm going to go to a different one. I'm going to select this one. There we go. Any add-ons that you want to add to, if they want to add more additional ones, you can. So we made that basically $10 image. So we'll make this, we'll just make it $5. So if they add additional ones. So maximum amount, we're not going to have a cap on it. No cap. If they want to keep adding more, they can. We'll add one more, which is the digital full. And we'll make that one at high resolution. So they can download the entire gallery at high resolution. High resolution gallery. All right, so I'm going to do that. Oh, helps if I can spell resolution. Okay, we're going to make this, say we have tons of images in it. I'm just going to say it's a lot, you know. We'll just make it $2,000 at high range. Maybe you got over 2,000 images, so that's $1 an image. How about that, right? Create the package. So now we got our packages made. So those are good. Now we need to create some products. You'll see there's some presets here, but if you want to add your own, you can. You can see that they had some information for like a collage, photo albums, anything like that, brag books. And then you just need to upload an image that represents each one of these. So I'm just going to do that real quick so we have something visual to look at. And this is where you can add more your own products that you want available for those customer types here. Yeah, helps if I can click. There we go. I'm just going to do brag book. And we got that. Photo book. We'll add an image for that. There we go. So, and then you'll see those little details. So we're just going to keep it as is for now. And if we added more, we can add whatever products that you want to apply for that customer. Services. Services won't really apply to galleries, but we can add our own services here, however we want to. Directly for like if we're selling online or anything like that. So say we have, you know, this is a $200 event. Let's create one from scratch. Now this will be available like on the front end of the website. So if we were creating an event, studio session, 2-hour session. We'll make a 2-hour session $300. Whatever else you want to include in that. I'll select an image that represents it. There we go. Any options, if you want to include options, you can. Those add-ons can be like hair and makeup and stuff like that. So we'll add, first we'll add none. So there's no price, right? Then we can add additional ones. We can add a new sub option. We'll call this one hair. We'll make that $50. Then we'll create another one. Makeup. We'll make that one $60. And if they want both together, we'll make that as well. Hair and makeup. So make that there. We'll make that just a flat 100. So now it's available. All right. So we got that. All that's there. We have already added our images. If we want anything else, you can add digital downloads or anything like that. If you're selling anything, products, we're just going to call this one studio session. There we go. So it's tied to that. So this will be more once we've made a purchase. You'll see all that collectively add on at the end. All right. So we've set up pretty much all our stuff that we want to sell. Now, if we want to add gift cards, we can. I'll just add a new gift card. We'll just make the amount $1,000. You can set it up and send it to someone, and then they can use this number to access it. They can see the account. You can add more to an account. So if you make customers have ones where they have, like, you know, maybe you're offering them a gift card or a loyalty card that they can load up by just paying you, and boom, there you go. You can do it that way. Or you can go over here and create your own amounts, minimums, and stuff like that. If you want to enable it, you can add ranges or increments, automated emails if you want to send an automatic email with the e-gift card in it, such as that. So you can set up all these things directly in here as well. So we got this one for later. So I'm just going to hold on to that. When we need it, we might want to use it, right? Okay, so we got that. Next is looking at our price list. So we already have a global one. And the global one is set up. We would have to add our shipping. We don't have shipping yet, so I'm going to go over here. Let's go to our shipping. We're just going to make it UPS shipping. UPS ground. How'd that? Flat shipping cost. I'm just going to make everything a flat $60. If you want to add extras, you can. You can exclude or additional shipping for other products. So if a book is heavier, obviously you can add shipping costs on top of that. You can do that at the product level, and we're not going to exclude that, so we'll just go over here to our products. We'll say photo albums and such, additional costs, $3 for that because we know it's a little heavy. Photo books, maybe $3 for that. If we're doing anything with canvases, we know that we got to package those up certain ways, so we're going to add an additional $10 for that, so forth. However you want to. I'm just going to add an image that represents that here. We got a question over here. Let me see. So your burn says, "Hello, I'm selling landscape prints in different sizes and materials and have created product categories and options for it. However, it is listed as a zero price and the options have their own pricing. Is there a way to change the pricing for all options?" Hang on, let me see. Got to load more. In a bulk edit. Also, to copy the options into all chosen products, as I like to add limited edition prints. So let me go back to a couple of those questions. Yes, you can do bulk action price changes if you need to. So say if I selected all these, I can come up here, hit bulk changes if I'm going to change price, etc. right here. So you can do any price changes across the board. If you're going to charge tax, charge shipping, additional shipping, you can do bulk changes directly through there through the ones that you select. So if you know there's like 3 items that you want to be across the board like that, you can do that, and you can do that per how many categories that you have. Is there a way to change the profile? Yes. Also, copy the options into all chosen products, as I like to add limited edition prints. Also, yeah, so like if you need to, like say you're making like a limited editions, like, and they're always going to be like specific ones, you could create, let's see, I'm just going to create one, limited editions. So there we go, we got that. If I can create a new category, new product, limited print, you can have that set there. Cost is 100, we'll just make it that. We know how many that we have. We can set up a stock number for them if you want to use it as your own codes or not. Would you like to pay us? You can select if there's different sizes and options in the options section. I'm just going to make the quantity 10. So then it'll start tracking it, and based on that, it'll be there. Now, if you have sub options like, this one has X framing, or this one has, a different size, you can add the different sizes there, and then you can add the different quantities in the stocking as well. So hopefully that answers some of your questions, Andrea. If not, you can always reach out to our support team. They'll be able to assist you with that as well. But yes, the bulk and edit, you can do that. Also, once you have something set up over here, like for your limited editions, pricings and stuff, you can then just copy that one right down in there, and then you might just have to reset up a new tracking for stock for that new item. So print to, I'll just call this one that, price, we'll keep it at 100. We'll come over here. You'll need a new stock probably. You'll see that it comes with your own, or you can generate your own, and then we'll make that one. Maybe this one only has 12 prints. And now they'll be tracking that way. And you'll see the other one is still tracking the other. Yeah, there you go. Okay, back to our price list. We got our payments in there, so let's create a new one. So we have a global one here. I'm just going to create a new one. We're just going to call this one seniors. Then you can either set this as a global one, or you can keep this individual. I'm going to keep it individual, but you can see the shipping method's been added now. And then if you need to add your taxes and stuff like that, you can. I'm just going to keep this general for now, but then you can see what you want to have. If you have products or services, or you want to customize anything like that, you can add that directly here. There are no products in this category, so you can kind of keep going down the line. You can see different items if you want all available, or if you want to customize each that way. Oh, you're very welcome. And then you can select, maybe you don't want limited edition products available in here, so I could remove those if I wanted to. But you can mix and match what you want available for those customers. So maybe you're going to allow gifts, maybe you don't have gifts, maybe you have photo albums, products, etc. You can set it up that way. Packages, you can also do the same way. You can see what's available in those. Maybe if you're customizing different ones, you can. Maybe you don't want the senior package to have high resolution download files. You can do that as well. So you can keep making modified versions of these price lists as you go. Services, typically those won't matter when it comes to client galleries, so you don't really need to worry about this that much. So you're good on that. For prints, then you can modify what prints you want available, which ones do you not want available. So I'm going to keep it like that. So this is our price list. I had to customize it because I wanted to make sure that that it said no limited editions. So there we go. We got our seniors built in. So now we're ready to start selling through online or through our client galleries. Let's do the website first. We're just going to create a new page. We're just going to create a store. Let's go to e-commerce, click on that when you're adding a new page. You see that we already have preset designs that you can choose from. So I'm just going to select something very basic today. Just going to choose this one. We're just going to call this one e-commerce A. And here's our store. It's here already. Now we just need to tie our products to it or services. So if I was going to do a traditional storefront, you could have them all displayed here, whatever images, which ones you want displayed. So if I'm doing something with products, canvases, or something like that, you'll see which ones display. So if we had images loaded in for all those, people could then buy directly from here. You could select it that way. If you're doing something with photo albums, again, you can see how those two came up. And then you can always change the layout of how you want them displayed here. Maybe you want it more like this. You can do something like that. And it'll look beautiful. It's going to look great. No matter what you choose, it's going to look really nice if this is how you're displaying your items. You want people to purchase it through here. They can then select the quantities that you have available, if you have a limited amount or not, and then they can add it to their cart. So you can keep it like a traditional storefront and have it selected that way. You can then also add the ability, maybe you're making a booking page, you can have people book you directly through here as well if you have your service available. So selecting a service, I'm just going to add this one here. I'm just going to make it go above. We can change it. We'll say book your session. You could have something like that. Check out our store, whatever. So I'm just going to make this all caps. So maybe you only have one session type. They can select it and purchase it directly through here, directly by just buying it. So they can buy a session. And then you can select which ones you want to display. So if you have any, you can select which services are available. We have our one, so it's going to display. There it is. And then you can choose the layout for it. If you want it to be displayed one way or the other, or maybe you have it just directly on this page so people can purchase that way. You can do it that way too. That way they don't have to go to a sub page, and it can be directly here where people can purchase, and if you have any add-ons. So we come here, You can see the type available: hair, makeup, hair and makeup, and then they can add it and purchase it directly through there. And then if you have any coupon codes set up, you can definitely do that as well. So when you go to coupons, go over here. Maybe you gave them a discount. You can see the coupons that you've created if you have any. We'll create a new one real quick. Maybe it is a percentage off. Total order. So we'll just call it 20 save. How about that? And maximum number of users. We're only going to allow up to 100 people do it. Discount amount, we'll say 20%. Minimum order, no minimum. And you can set when it starts today, maybe when it ends next month. You can do something like that. Now it's available. And if they have this coupon, if you have this displayed somewhere on your website, then you can then utilize it directly there. So they come here, refresh, add it to their cart. You can remove one if you need to. There we go. And then they can put 20 save. And it applies. And there you can see they get the discount code. So if you're doing it that way, you can do that way. Or you can also, if you don't want to use coupon codes, you can also use campaigns. Campaigns are a nice way to, like, say, you know, you're running a special. Begin it now. End it. Maybe you're going to only have it running for a week. We're going to do a 20% discount that way. And then you can choose which items. If it's on all items or specific items, products, you name it. Services, scheduler, whatever. You can select it. I'm just going to make it on all items. So now that special is running. So when we come back here, you can see it's already been marked out of us. So we're already getting 20% off. And if they have a coupon code, you can see how that runs. So we got a coupon code. We're just going to put 20 save again. And you see this coupon you enter cannot be applied because this item in your cart is already on sale. So there's no double stacking coupons, I guess you could say. So there you go. So you can make it across the board. Just everything's 20% off. Certain items are 20% off. However you want to run the special on your website. However you're doing that. You can do that directly through there. Or you can give them a coupon code. It's up to you really at the end of the day. Because you could always make a one-off coupon code for someone, maybe a friend or family, and it's a friends and family coupon code. And then you're having a campaign, and you get the better deal if you use this coupon code. So things to consider when you're doing that stuff. And then, of course, you could run through there and purchase, and it'll be all good that way. So if you have it on your site, you can do it that way. They can add some items. You can see there's a little sales taggy that pops up so people know what's on sale. So they come here. Oh, wow, $24. So you can keep adding stuff to your cart. Maybe you want to get 2. You can do that. It goes to $48. And then you can check out. Checkout process is very easy. They just run through that. I'm just going to do this real quick. And select all that stuff, United States, and if it's different or not. Then once you're ready, you can see the shipping, what the total cost is, and then you'll continue. If you're using PayPal or cash or check, you'll select which option you want. Pay with PayPal. If it's going to PayPal, it'll then go somewhere else. If you have a gift card, they can use their gift card here. So if they know that gift card coupon, they can just scan it in, right? So we're just going to copy this code that we have. We're going to implement it here at our checkout. And you'll see there's no balance. So whatever's remaining, they'll see whatever's left. So it's $600, and then they can purchase that order. So if they already have the coupon code, or if they don't use it, you can pay directly through there, and that'll be topped over there. So you can see how the codes work that way. So we're gonna do that, submit an order, and then boom, it's done. It's been paid for already because they had the card. You'll see that come over in the tracking section, what's been purchased, so that you have $1,000 purchase, now, but this month we've sold $377 worth of merch. So there we go. So that's how that's done on the storefront side. Now, if you're going to be building extras on top of that, you can add the scheduler and stuff like that as well. Really simple to do. So let's jump over to the next one. Since our client galleries is our main focus, you can add that stuff directly from here. So let's see, we have our event already one. So let's go ahead and create a new one. I'm going to create a new event. We're just going to create a new project first. Ecommerce. We're just going to call it that. That way we know what day it is, right? So it's here. We've got our new event. I'm just going to add images. So I'm just going to say fun. We're just going to call this fun. And expiration, I'm going to give it a month. If you want to password protect it, you can. If you have a price list, this is where you can list which price list. Since we're doing seniors, we're going to keep our senior one. You can always edit or create one directly from here as well, though. And then you can set up all these other things. What you want to allow for free, no free downloads, no, none of that, because we want them to purchase them. And allow for favorites, etc. So all that's there. We're going to keep that. I'm just going to select images from our clipboard. So let me do that real quick. These are the ones we're going to have available so people can purchase. How about that? All right. So say you have a gallery full of, hundreds of images. Our gallery's ready. Now we send it to them. Now they can purchase. They come in here. They open it up. You have your watermark and all that stuff here. Then they can select what images they like. Maybe they like this image. You can select how you want to get the email when they log in or before they log in. I'm just going to track this user. Now this will be tracking everything they like and such here. Any comments that they leave will also be tracked here as well. But it also do their carts. So let's go ahead and add this to the cart. Let's add it to the bag. They can select individual prints this way if they want to. They can select digital image prints if they want to. So we can get one of both. And then we can work with our packages. So our fixed package, remember, that came with 3 poses that they can select from for 18 photos. So let's add it to the cart, and you'll see that this is incomplete. Now we got to make this complete. Now they can select an image for all they want, how many they want for each. But you can see that we still have 2 poses available, even though we are using one now. So we're going to get 3 of that. We're going to get 3 of these. But I want to choose it for a different image now. So we go back over here, select our next image, add to cart. There we go. We want to keep doing this. Add to our system. So we've maxed out our 5x7, we've maxed out our 8x10, but this is still not complete. We still have some prints available. So I'll get 3 of those. Then I'm going to get 3 wallets of this. And you can mix and match. Maybe you want it this now, and you can add that one. So it's really easy to do. Really simple. So we got total of 4 images left. We can't go to another one since we've already selected our 3 poses. If we try to add this one, we're not going to be able to. See, we've hit our max. So we can only select from these. So I'm going to go ahead, mix and match some more. I'm going to select this one again, and then I'm just going to fill out the commands based on these images. All right, that package is complete. But now that we've added an add-on incentive, you can see the add-ons here, they can keep adding on, and it will cap out to however we've made. If they can only get 10, 8x10s, etc. Whatever we want to make that capitalization, that's where that can come in on. But it can still only be tied to those many poses that we've made available. So that package is complete. Now let's select another package that is a flex. So we'll come here with a flexible. Again, like I said, they can select up to 4 different poses, and we've given them the option of 15, but they are not tied to, I can only get one of X type. They can get as many 11x16s that they want of any image that you allow for that cost. So that's how that works. So we're going to go over here, going to come this one. I want to add a couple of those. There we go. 1 8x10 of those. Yeah, let's get a 5x7 of that. Same thing here. We only got 3 prints available. And we are max. So that's how that works. Now this one's maxed completely out. It's done. Next is if we're utilizing our digital packages. So if we're doing a digital web, you're allowing for 10 images to be added. If you have 10 images, this is where you would fill that out. So you can get 1 of that. You'll see that it's incomplete, etc. So you can keep adding as many as you want to the package here. You can see that 20% coupon or that promotion that we got running also attaches itself to here as well. So maybe you don't want this package at all. You can close it out. You're good. I don't want this anymore. So good. Or you can just give them the full resolution download. You can add it to the cart. So you can keep looking around. You can look at your cart, however you've done anything that you've sold here. You can look at how your cart's running. You can see this digital effects is, you're gonna throw it away. I'm gonna not want that one anymore. But you can see everything else here. You can then add your coupon code if you have it. That save 20 is not gonna work here, right? So since we already have the promotion running. So we got what we wanted. If we wanted other products, we could definitely add some. So maybe we want to get a lookbook. You could do that. Go to packages, products. You can select the collages that you have available, photo books, anything like that. Just going to add to the cart. There we go. Anything else that you want to add, you can definitely add it here as well. So we got what we wanted. I'm ready to buy. I'm going to go back out over here to our cart. We're going to check out. You can see we're spending 200 something bucks. Put in all that info again. I'm gonna make this one tied to a different user, so I'm gonna make this John Heiler, John Doe, gmail.com. There we go. City, Greensboro. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Got our North Carolina. And then if there's anything else, if you have that shipping, yes. And then if you have that gift card code still, you can add that here, apply it if you want to, submit the order. Done. Done. So we got multiple orders done in different ways. So now let's go back over to what we've purchased in the e-commerce, what's been purchased. You can see it's all being tracked here. You can see what people have made purchases for, sales reports, etc., payments received. All that stuff is tracked in here. Tax reports, you name it. All that's being tracked through here. And you'll be able to see who's done what the order looked like. You'll be able to see what's been purchased directly from here. And if they have downloads available. So if they have downloaded images, they can click here to download those images. This is also sent to them as well. You'll also be tied to that user. So John Heiler, when we click on him, you'll see what he's purchased. And these have tags attached to them. So he bought a fixed package, senior, fixed, flexible package as well. So now we know when we're sending information, we'll also be able to see any purchases that he's ever made. All that is tracked directly through here, making it fast and easy to always file up and see what they've done. If you need to download it, print it out, you name it. Or if you got to resend it to them, you can do all that directly from the CRM, directly from here. All right, so we got those items. Let's run over and add some new stuff, some quotes. Quotes are great if someone comes to you with a proposition like, hey, I want you to shoot my wedding. And maybe you have a set price for that. Maybe you don't. You could do something totally like that. Maybe someone's coming to you like, hey, I want you to do my senior sessions for a year. Something like that. You want to do a total booking. Get me once a month. So eventually my mom and dad have a calendar when this is all done. You could create something like that. So let's do something like that, right? So you can create that here. You can have that already set up as a product or service that you have in the back here. So let's go ahead and create something like that. So we're just going to call this a 1 year session. A picture a month in studio, calendar at the end. We'll make that product, if we're doing one photo, we'll just make it a $1,200. How about that? So $100 a month basically is what they're gonna get. So boom, done. Session, let's go ahead and add an image that represents it. We're just gonna select this one. And then any other options that you want to, you can add that here. We're gonna add our tag, calendar. There we go. Okay, so now we have that. We can come over here to the quotes and invoices. So we're gonna send something. Someone's requested something like that, or maybe something unique. So maybe they want multiple items out of this. First, you can select who's asked for it. So we're gonna give it to our John. John's asked for it. So it's already tied here. We already have that in here. You can also add someone brand new directly from here if you don't have them already in your CRM. Then you can start utilizing the itemized section. So If it's a custom item, you can add something custom. If you know they want other things like prints available as well, maybe you want to give them 8x10s as well. How many quantities of that? Maybe you're going to do 12 8x10s because it's one per month that you're going to hand out to people, or you're going to give them some other things included with that. So let's see, like products or services. So we already know we're going to add that service. We're going to add on our service for the 1 year session, one quantity of that. And you'll see it starts adding those itemized items here. So anything else that you want to add to that, you can do that directly here as well. Keep adding anything, and maybe you want to add that calendar. So we didn't have the calendar set up as a product yet, so we can add that here, special calendar. Words to describe it. That's here. How many quantities? Maybe they get, 2. One's for themselves, one's for their family, etc. If you want to add more, you can. And we're going to just make that an extra, $20. If it's taxable, charge shipping, etc. So we have that here. Then you can select your shipping. We're going to select UPS. Or maybe there's none. Maybe they're going to pick it up in studio. You can select that as well. But if you got to ship it, there you go. Expires on. Now this is how long you're giving that user to select approve this quote. So maybe we're going to give them a week. Do that. Other details, anything else that you want to put in here, like custom information, like hi, this is your quote. Please look over it. Any terms and policy information you want to load in here, you can do that as well. And what the follow-up thank you message is once the quote has been approved. Thank you for your business. It's a pleasure to work with you, or I can't wait to work with you. You can add whatever you want directly here. And if you have your email automation set up, my account needs to be verified to do that, then you can add on payment reminders, letting them know like, hey, you need to make this payment. And you can break it up into one full payment, partial payments, however you want to. So we got this set up. So this is what the total cost is going to be for this package. We're going to ship it off to them. There's NC tax because we have our tax line made for North Carolina. Well, you can see all that's being calculated right here. So there we go. And then it'll be sent off to them. You'll send it to them. It'll go to their email, however you want to. You'll hit send. Once it sends, they'll get something like this in their email where they either have to approve or decline the quote that was sent to them. Once approved with a digital signature, John Tyler, it's going to say that, right? He's approved the quote. Now you can see what the approved version looks like. You'll get an email, so you can see that. You'll also see it on the back end over here as well. You'll come over here to the quotes. You'll see that this one's been approved. And then once it's ready, what's nice is you can then go from there if you need to make any edits or anything like that. Status. You can check the approved status of it. If you need to change it or anything like that, you can. Then you can also set up for partial payments. And if you need to set up, now you're ready to send the invoice. So we'll create the invoice. The invoice has been created. Now we can go view the invoice, what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. So now they need to make those payments. You can then check what they've done. You can see what payments that they've made, if they have made any or not. You can set up all those right here, new payment options. If you want to, you can say, hey, they pay me offline. You can add an amount here if you need to. You can go through and make those updates as it goes. So we'll go and click on it. You'll be able to see, here it is now in that pending section. Click here. Here's all the payments. So if they're making payments through it, they'll get something like this, how much they need to make, and submit payments. So payment to be made, maybe you allow partial payments, so maybe they submit $100 this month. Submit payment, payment will be submitted, and it'll go over to the payment module for PayPal. So once they've done that, you'll see that payment's been made, and it'll start tracking on there as well if there's been any payments, movements, or anything like that. So once it's been $100 been paid on it, you can see previous payments, 100's down, and they have more to go. So current balance, how much is left, you'll see that there. So there we go. That'll be tracked over here as well in the e-commerce section in the dashboard. You'll see payments that are made here. You'll also see that in the reports as well. Any payments like that, you can see we wanted this payment, but since I skipped it, I hadn't paid for it yet. We didn't use a gift card or anything like that. You'll see that here. Invoices, you'll see if that's been paid for or not as well. So all that's been followed for you. Next, so we have our quotes and invoices. The next final two pieces of e-commerce is the scheduler. Now, if you haven't set up your scheduler, it's quite easy. You just go in here, you can select a new category. We're just going to create a new one real quick. We're just going to create a new category. We're just going to call this seniors. There we go. Then you can select if it's a reoccurring event. So if you have it throughout the week, that's what a reoccurring would be perfect for, or any consultations or anything like that. If it's custom dates, if you know you're going to do mini sessions, this is perfect for custom dates and time. We're just going to set up a current one. We're just going to call this Senior in Studio session. 90 minutes, etc. Whatever you want. Change the service duration to 90. We're going to make this a flat 250. And if you're going to allow for payments or booking only, I'm going to allow payments with it. And then select an image that represents it. I'm just going to go over to our close-ups. Select this one. There we go. Any options, again, you can add sub options and stuff like that, add-ons, anything like that. We're just going to make one single one. First, we're going to make it none, no payment. And then we'll add one more sub option, which is repair and pickup. And we'll make that $75. There we go. Availability, well, you'll see here, if maybe you only want to have a limited schedule, maybe you only do these sessions on certain days, maybe you're not working on Sunday. This is where you'll update that here. You can do this for each day that you want this type of service available. There we go. So I'm just going to make Sundays off. How about that? Time off, if you're going to have any days off coming up soon, this is where you can plug that in so they can't book you for those days. Instructions, any special instructions that you need to add to, what your thank you message is. If you have any email automations that you want to do, pinging people about their upcoming event, you can do that here. SEO and tag search, you can do this here. So I'm just going to call this Senior Booking. There we go. So now we'll go back over to our website. We can create a new page. If we don't have a booking page yet, we'll just go ahead and create one. We'll click on e-commerce. You'll see all these options here, but you can click on others and you see we have a booking page option that you can start with. I'm going to select that. I'm just going to call it Booking Seniors. I'm going to include all the stuff on here. I'm going to change these images because I don't want those to, since these are more wedding specific. We want something that's something for maybe seniors. So I'm going to select these three and there we go. So now we got something like that. And then I'm going to select, actually just select one image that rotates. You can have something like that if you want to. And available sessions to book. You can display all the ones that you have available. So if you do that, you'll see like consultations, etc., here. But I'm just going to select the one that we have, which is our seniors. I'm going to do that. You can have that one right here where they can start booking for you, where they can click in. Or if you only want to display on one, maybe you have a landing page exclusively just for this event type, you can do this here and just select a single item and then change that back into seniors. And now that one will be the only one displayed on the website. And if you want to, you can add a form, but I'm just going to delete that for now because, hey, this is all about this landing page. They come here, looks nice, then they can select if they need anything extra or not. Added a schedule, they'll see your schedule that you've added. You can see there's no Sunday days. I'm just going to select something for Saturday. I'm going to do 1 p.m. Add in your info. I'm going to make this one Jane. There we go. Add to cart. Once it's added to cart, they can add their coupon code if you have one available here. So you can do 20 save. Yeah, see, it's already in our cart, so we're good. It's already got the discount, so we're good. It's because it was $250. So if they didn't, it would have been there. Then they can check out. They can purchase directly through here. How it goes. It's already going to auto fill out some stuff for them. There we go. And then again, if they make any payments through here, continue. And then that gift card that we have right there, apply it, whatever's left. We only have $54 left in our coupon. They can submit the order and it's done. So we have that one. Now they've scheduled. You'll see the scheduled event come on your scheduler. You'll have an email sent out to you and them, and you'll see that event right in there. So when you're tracking appointments, you can see what's upcoming. Searching, this month, what's got sessions. You can see a senior sessions coming up. Who is it tied to? It's tied to Jane Doe, and there you go. So you can see that. And again, go to the Jane Doe. You'll be able to see that in your contact section. So we can see Jane senior booking and what she booked for e-commerce. You can see the order that she's already paid, and you'll see the appointment that's upcoming for her as well. So last but not least is forms. In forms, you can create the options for, like, maybe you're doing something like a guest registration forms, anything like that. You can select that here. I'm going to create a new one real quick. We're just going to call it workshops. Maybe you're doing a workshop. You can select that here. You can take a payment through here. You can select which type of one that you want. Since we want to do something with a payment option, maybe we're going to do a workshop registration. So we're going to select that. I'm going to call this, I'm going to add a tag here, workshops. Select it. It's available. And then you can update the details in here. And let's just look at it real quick. You can see that people can select, which day they want to do this workshop on and the availability. You can make the availability a cost if you want to, or if it's just a flat fee, you can have it here. You can see it's set here. So that's good. So when we're going to go ahead and see there's a flat $100 fee, you can modify that here by just clicking on the payment module. You can see there's a payment module already here. You can always select that from over here in the miscellaneous area. It's already grayed out because there's only one. And then you can change the pricing. Maybe you want the event to be $300. You can do something like that. And once that's done, you could just send them the form directly and they can fill it out and do the payment that way. Or you could embed it onto your website. Maybe you're doing something special. So maybe we'll just create a landing page, new landing page. Go to others. We're just going to make this just a real quick pretty page. Just going to select landing page. They come here, they got some cool images, and then you can add a form directly to this page after you've already updated it at the top. Do something like this. Add the form that you want. We'll go to our workshop. You can select the forms available there and so forth. Let me make sure it's, did I select it? Yeah. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. There we go. I'm going to drag and drop it into our workshops. Put it over there. Click on this. And then we're going to click on workshops. Click on here, registration. So that will be displayed here. And it'll look more beautiful and branded to the business. And I'm going to remove this part and I'm going to update the settings to display the header so it matches the rest of our website. So when they come here, they got this nice beautiful page that they can come to, put in their information, select which day they want to do this event, and make the payment. Just like how we've done everything else. So that's really all the major things that you can do with the payments with e-commerce. You can set up to sell items directly through a store. You can sell through client galleries. You can set up proposals, invoices. You can then do your scheduling for booking, and you also have the ability to do it directly through forms. Everything is connected directly through the e-commerce module, and it's all stored there in the CRM once it's done. So you see all the payments that's been made, invoices that's been created, etc. directly from here. Customers that have made payments, you can run reports, see what's been paid for, etc. So everything is so managed in the studio management software of the PhotoBiz platform, and it all connects to the website front end. So you can see, like, we made that form, it was so styled, like we could have sent it out just like this, or you have the more beautified version of that on your website. So that's the main focus I wanted to focus on today, showing off the e-commerce platform, part of the PhotoBiz platform, how you can utilize it, how it connects to virtually everything on your website, not just being a website. It connects to your CRM, your front-end website, and then all the other major studio management tools. It's really, really powerful. All right. So other things that I want to talk about, if you haven't seen them, you can always go to blog.photobiz.com. You can always check out filtered topics by just clicking on e-commerce. So if there's any help you need with other e-commerce related things, you can do that directly here. Some recent ones that we've had, again, if you're wanting to plan your yearly mini sessions, you should be doing that now. You can start now and have them for the rest of the year. And this kind of talks about all the ways you can create those booking options and those packages and such. You also increase your business with add-on features. I showcased that today. I really love the add-on features because, hey, who doesn't like being able to fill out a package but then add an incentive to add just a few more, just maybe for a dollar less, right? So something to really do to incentivize more sales and incentivize them by saying, hey, I can get more of this. That's great. And it has that little tag next to it once they know it's an add-on. So some new things that you can definitely do with that. So you can always check out that there. You can always go back to blog.photobiz.com, see all the upcoming things that we've had, new releases, and just topics like we're showcasing some brand new websites that we've seen some customers do. We're doing a customer showcase. You can see their story, see what they've done with their website. It's some really attractive stuff out there. You want to check out what they're doing to make their website beautiful. Really love that. Amazing websites. If you hadn't seen some new features that were released, here's what came out last month. Website Builder had 4 brand new templates that you can choose from. They're gorgeous. They look amazing. You can take a look at that. You also have the brand new Live Builder, which I'll play a video for that. If you haven't messed with the new Live Builder, that's what we were playing with just momentarily. It looks amazing there. Andrea has a question. It's a fast video. Yes, we have 1 hour to do all this to showcase it. But yes, this video is available as soon as we go offline. You can go to facebook.com/photobiz/live and you'll see all our recent live videos. We'll also upload this to youtube.com/photobiz where you can watch this anytime as well. The Live Builder is amazing because now you get more of a one-to-one look when it comes to everything. And how to create custom order forms. We were talking a little bit about that. If you need help with doing that, you can see how to set it up. You can make advanced requirements. You can add conditional fields and such more right here as well. And if you ever need assistance, you can always go to our education.photobiz.com. Our team is always available and we have experts here to help you with our coaching. Coaching services is great because if there's one thing you want to focus on, maybe you need help setting up all your e-commerce and client gallery stuff, this is perfect for you. Maybe you need help setting up the scheduler. Perfect for you. These options are available for 1 hour for $150. You can get a lot done. You can see what we did today in 1 hour. Imagine what if you had focused on one thing all day long. That's what that does for you. And we have some great stories that you can read on our blog.com about it. And you can always see our upcoming events that we have coming up. Today was about e-commerce. Next week, we're doing website reviews. The following week, we're going to be talking about layouts. Some exciting things are coming around the corner. Maybe you want to come and join us for that one. And then back to website reviews, and then we'll be talking about marketing because some people need some help with marketing. If you need any extra, you can do some stuff on your own and you don't want our help, hey, we have on-demand videos that you can follow anytime when it comes to anything that you're working on. If you need to, here's a 60-minute video about setting up the e-commerce, and then other videos available for other products. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Thank you, Andrea, for your questions. I hope that it was insightful. Again, if you need any help, you can always do our coaching. But if you need just some technical support, you can always reach out to our support team via live chat in that bottom right-hand corner, that little teal icon, or you can call us anytime. We're here and available for you. Okay, I hope everyone has a great and wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time.